Alright, today we're going to start a new colony on Mimas. Let me bring in the sound here. So they've been making a lot of changes for starting conditions, especially for Mimas and Vulcan, but today we're going to go with Mimas. I want a gentler start, not the harsh conditions of Vulcan. We're going to go with normal. I don't want to put myself in a position where I have to load on Stationeer difficulty, because I'm probably going to mess up anyway. And if I do, we'll have to take it on a case-by-case basis whether I load or rebuild. Okay, so we're probably only going to look at a couple of the crates here. I don't remember what order they're in. Construction supplies, that's definitely one of them. That will give us the frames, walls, etc. And let me take the opportunity to rearrange stuff here. I usually stick with the Atmos analyzer. I'm very particular about the order a lot of this stuff goes in, so bear with me here. Okay. Hopefully we won't need the medical pill, so we'll let that go into there. It's odd that they start you with a stack of 15. But whatever. Strange, clicking and dragging doesn't always seem to be working here. Alright, let's look for a good spot to build. Let's see, I've started here a couple of times. I'm guessing that's where 360 or 360/0 is going to be kind of where the sun will be the most. So that it'll rise at about 90, set at about 270. And that's relevant because I like to have my bases facing the sun, the greenhouse. Even though we're not going to get much solar radiation, I still prefer to build that way. Okay, so, oh boy, that's unfortunate. I was hoping that would be a little closer to the ground level. I think I'm going to build the base over here, the like main entrance. Because I like to be able to build a little bit below like the highest point. That way I can just walk right up. Level the terrain a bit here. Okay, I'll put my starting airlock there, and I'm going to diverge from my usual pattern a little bit here and put an extra frame up there. That's where the solar panel is going to go. We're actually going to start with iron walls rather than iron windows, because we're going to start with mushrooms. And sorry if I go quiet here and there. It's going to be easier for me to keep focus if I don't talk while I'm right in the middle of something. Let's flatten this terrain here now. And we've got a nice entrance. Walk right up to it. There we go. Put a few more frames out here for kind of like the production floor. And yeah, I'm messing up the entrance, but it'll work over here. Okay, time to weld these up. For these external ones, I'm only going to build them one level up. Eventually this will probably be indoors, but for now, I want to just get a base of operations built. Okay, this is going to be internal, so we're going to build these twice. This one up here, though, we can get away with just one. That's just going to hold our solar panel. Getting dark, I better turn the light on. I think, yeah, you can kind of see the part of the ring around Saturn is lit, which means it's actually the sun's actually behind Saturn right now. They put a lot of work into the celestial objects, and I think it looks neat. It's means it's more complex, more things to worry about, but I never really minded that aspect of the game. Alright, we have mostly enclosed space. We just have this entrance here that's going to have the airlock. I'm going to drop off these materials while I'm here. That way I can carry more back with me. Okay, I don't think we want survival supplies. Well, obviously we want it, we just don't want it. We won't really do much with it. Electrical supplies, we'll need that eventually here, but here we go. This is the one I was looking for. Airlock supplies. I'll get that in a sec here. I'm just gonna grab more of this stuff, take it with me. I don't know whether there's a new glitch in the game or what, but I keep dragging the wrong thing from one place to another, and I'm not sure whether it's my mistake or something different in the game. Oh, come to think of it, I don't think we start with a solar panel anymore. It's one of the adjustments for Mimas. Suppose I should grab more than just a few things at a time here. Alright, I left a slot open in my uniform because I like to put the data disk in there. Sure, we'll grab the labeler. Make sure I didn't forget anything. Good, good. Put the airlock in there. Or airlock circuit board, I should say. I think right here will be a good spot for the passive vent. I'm glad they start you with one of those now. That was sometimes a little frustrating to not have one of those. Had to make a do-it-yourself passive vent, which is just cause a pipe to explode. Okay, sensor we'll put down here. We're going to go with composite doors. Oh, interesting. I thought that glass doors wouldn't let me place pipe so close. But yeah, we're going to go with the composite doors anyway. They're much more generous in regards to things such as cables on the sides. Glass doors, I don't believe you'd be able to place them here. I didn't think you could place them here either, but I'm apparently wrong on that. We're going to leave a room for power control up here. Oh, I don't need a junction there because we're not building an advanced airlock. Since there's not an external atmosphere, regular airlock will do. Sorry, I just felt like I was forgetting something there. Okay. I'm going to stand out here so that we don't have the as much hot gas in our face. Still pretty gassy in there. Let's let that air out. I'm gonna go grab some more items and another crate, or maybe we'll grab the gas tank there, fuel tank. How many crates do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, and then there's the fifth one over there, the airlock. Okay, I think that's good enough. Because I noticed that we now start with, oh, I forget what they're called, but items that allow you to lock down crates. So we'll make use of those. So the fuel tank, we're going to leave out here. We don't want that inside, just in case it gets a little warm. We don't want it to explode. Or, you know what? Actually, I bet you that's probably an insulated tank. So probably wouldn't need to worry about it. I'll leave it outside anyway, though. Let's go ahead and just pop the rest of the crates off of the lander here. Because I like to wait for them to calm down before I grab them. Many a times have I grabbed a crate when it's spinning around or in an odd position and something goes awry. I've even damaged spacesuits before. That was some versions ago though, so perhaps it's not as deadly as it used to be. Boy, this starting jetpack sure is slow. I think I'll extend this platform some more so that we don't have the manufacturers right next to the crates. And I guess thinking about it, I wouldn't necessarily need to lock these crates down. Since Mimas doesn't have an atmosphere, that also means that it doesn't have storms. But I'm going to anyway. At least until we build enough lockers to handle that. So hydroponics we're actually going to bring into the pressurized area. Yeah, we start with mushrooms and soybean seeds. Alright, I'm going to grab one of these so we can lock down the fuel tank. Once again, probably not of the utmost importance, but I'm going to anyway. Alright, rather than wrench those off, I'm going to deconstruct the lander, and then they'll automatically fall down. I should have given the oxygen tank an extra second there, because it almost launched me up a little bit. Okay. And yes, I walk backwards while holding tanks and crates quite a bit. I find it much easier to navigate with them that way. Trying to bring a crate into a door going forward is not always the easiest task. Kind of show you what I mean in a sec here. So yeah, if we were to grab this crate and bring it around, you can see it's flopping back and forth. You gotta kind of time it. And yes, I'm overemphasizing this. I can get it. Kind of one way to do it is to jump, and that kind of puts more in front of you. Yeah, there we go. So there I can get it in. But much easier to just walk backwards and poof, it's in. And of course now it doesn't want to go back out, so we'll do the same thing again. Okay. Let's finish building up these doors. Starting to hit all the wrong buttons, so it's probably time to wrap up the episode here pretty soon. Oh, and of course we didn't grab the APC. That will probably be in, yep, here we go. Electrical supplies Mimas. Because they want to give you different options. It starts with a station battery, which is awesome. Portable generator in the portables package there. The packages are, from what I understand, they're insulated. So like the fuel canister in there, it won't get too warm and explode. Unfortunately, no fireworks for us. Oh, speaking of, I'm going to look around and just kind of make sure that we don't have a solar panel. Boneless cereal bars. That sounds like a good thing. Yeah, here's the container mounts in one of these residential supplies packages. Stirling engine supplies. That's another power unit they start you with. Interesting. Insulated canister package, Stirling engine gas. So that's probably a canister with volatiles in it. From what I understand, volatiles is the best working gas, they call it, for the Stirling engines. Sorry if you heard the dogs barking there. Okay, let's get everything set here. Close that door so that it doesn't get confused. I suppose we should do the responsible thing here and actually label things. Interior door. Exterior door. Probably rename them at some point because I don't like that it actually displays interior door there. In this instance, it's probably fine, but eventually this will be greenhouse entrance. Okay, so this makes it really easy. You got the exterior door. The first one you select will be exterior, so there we go. And now you can see that it's changed the text afterwards to interior here, so the interior door becomes interior. There isn't an exterior vent, so we didn't bother naming that. There's only one, and a gas sensor. There we go. We're done. We can cycle to interior, but the problem is we don't have any gas in the pipe there, so we got to cancel pressurize. Lets us in. Now we could release gas from the oxygen tank here. Let's rearrange this, but I want to keep that for our oxygen canister in our suit. Okay. So one of the next few steps will probably be to set up hydroponics, but I think I'm going to call the episode here. Let's go ahead and cycle exterior. Go ahead and flick that off. I'm going to do some mining. I'll probably wait a little bit before recording the next episode. But yeah, get some mining done. I can see some oxide right there. That's what we'll use to pressurize the base. Now, getting it started, I suppose let's go ahead and show you that, because there will be a little bit of trouble. Oh, we still have it on flatten. Let's set it back to default. Grab a little bit here. So under normal circumstances, oxide will melt. Let's go ahead and pull one out just so I can show you. Oh, interesting. Okay, that's apparently a change. Usually, if it's in view of the sun, it would melt. But apparently they've changed that more significantly than I realized. So we're gonna do cycle. Put these in our hand, and you can see they're not melting, but I have a plan. We have the waste canister. If we open that, it will release a little bit of gas, and now we're starting to melt the oxide. And there we go. We have the starts of an atmosphere. We'll want more naturally, but it's a start. And that's one of the things offline I will gather is oxide and some other ores. We're going to need a lot of iron, fair amount of copper, few gold, and I'm going to keep my eyes open for silver, nickel, lead, pretty much any of those that I'll find. I'll take as many of those as I can, because we're going to want to we're gonna want to get the advanced furnace early on. Start getting the advanced alloys, upgrade our fabricators, etc. Which, if anybody's new to the game, none of that probably makes sense, but I'll be walking us through it. All right, so have a good one. We'll see you next episode.